the hypocrisy of the Sussexes never ceases to amaze. Hi, all. Kinsey Schofield here, and I first just wanted to thank you so much for following this channel. If you already do, thank you for being a subscriber. We're almost at 100,000. If you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe to this channel. It does great things for the channel. It introduces us to new people. And like this video, share it with a friend. It's all very much greatly appreciated, and we are so close to 100,000. So please subscribe if you haven't already. I know some of you watch from your phone, or some of you watch from your TV. That's even better. If you're watching from your TV, though, it's super easy to subscribe. You can go into the YouTube app or just pick up your phone. If you're logged on your iPhone or on your smartphone, you can search Kinsey Schofield Unfiltered on there and subscribe from your account there. And then we get to keep up with each other all the time. So I absolutely hope you're doing that already. If you are, thank you very much. And if you're not, welcome to the party. Also, can we please discuss all of the briefing against Dr. Sophie Chandauka happening right now? Like, Harry and Meghan literally went on international television and complained about the royal family or anonymous sources briefing against them. And that's literally what we're watching happening right now. According to the Telegraph, one of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's go-to publications, conveniently, Dr. Sophie Chandauka is not as qualified as she seems. You see, quote, the honorific of doctor she uses is not an earned medical or academic title. Instead, it derives from an honorary doctorate in business administration awarded to her by the University of Coventry in 2023, seemingly in recognition of her diversity campaigning. Well, Paul Nuki of the Telegraph, let me introduce you to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, two American residents that can barely keep a job and most certainly do not represent Sussex, England, or the British royal family. Now, the United States does not officially recognize royal titles, as the U.S. Constitution prohibits granting or recognizing titles of nobility. Article I, Section 9, Clause 8, also known as the Emoluments Clause. Foreign royals, including non-working members of the royal family, can obviously pretend they're still royal and use their titles socially and in private settings if they choose. But the reality is it's about as legit as a mushroom burger. If a non-working royal moves to the US, especially after slandering their ancestry, they should quite honestly ignore their old title and live as a private citizen. They can choose to use their birth name or any other preferred name legally. However, the U.S. government and legal documents will not officially acknowledge noble or royal status. Rachel Meghan Markle, a spokeswoman for sentebale, told the BBC that the use of doctor was a matter of personal choice and that there was no legal restriction preventing honorary degree recipients from using the title. If we have to live in Meghan Markle's Delulu land of, I'm Sussex now, then I'm ride or die on the Dr. Sophie title. Dr. Sophie, I'm all in. Because you worked harder to earn that title than Meghan Markle ever did. She didn't even Google him. She didn't even Google the family. 18 months and Meghan had already packed her bags and God knows how much of the fine china. The same Telegraph article questioned Dr. Sophie's fundraising abilities, saying a hefty bill for consultants said to be in the region of $500,000, a failed bid to bring in replacement donors from the US, and an alleged request, I don't even think Dr. Sophie's responded to this one, by Ms. Chandauka for $300,000, a salary for her unpaid position, prompted the trustees to ask her to step down. Dr. Sophie has already cleared the story about it. As far as I'm concerned, I feel like she clearly expressed her frustrations around fundraising in the US, telling the Financial Times the number one risk for this organization was the toxicity of its lead patron's brand, lead patron being Prince Harry. She argued that controversy surrounding Prince Harry since he moved to the US had an impact on the charity's ability to diversify its donor pool and make senior hires, saying, when you start to interview people, they're asking questions about, well, these mixed messages around the patron. She's absolutely right. Harry and Meghan's popularity continues to be on the decline here in the US. They're considered problematic, no matter how many jars of jam she sells. One LA-based TV executive who's dealt with Harry and his team over the past few years told the Daily Beast, "This is a very transactional town. And when you are perceived as toxic, people run a mile from you." So no, I haven't seen Harry at any dinners lately. His brand is a busted flush, and no one wants to be associated with failure. The fact is that Harry started with one of the best brands in the world, Prince Harry, and trashed it. The clue is in the name, Prince Harry. It's increasingly sunk in now to the wider world that he is not a royal anymore. They followed up. Bullying allegations seem to follow this couple everywhere. It's massively unhelpful, as his whole brand was being a nice guy as opposed to another nasty royal. You know what immediately comes to my mind when I hear the phrase nasty royal? Meghan Markle's fake curtsy. Let that one sink in. So what are your thoughts? I can't believe they would throw out the doctor title as if to discredit this woman for all of the hard work she's put in, as if to say she's unworthy to be in the position that she's in, or she's unworthy to have received anything she's received in the past, because it's not quite what that author assumed it was, or whoever whispered it in that author's ear. She's not even a doctor. She doesn't even go here. It's like so Mean Girls. It's so Mean Girls. Flashback to Vanity Fair that said that Meghan Markle, the way she bullied was like Mean Girls. And then you have that she's not even a doctor. She doesn't even go here. That famous scene from Mean Girls. So that's convenient that reminds me of that, isn't it? Let me know what you think, because when I read this line about the explanation that she was a doctor, but they were trying to discredit it, I thought, good Lord, these are coming from two people that are no longer working members of the British royal family. Meghan was a working royal for 18 months of her. I have pairs of pantyhose that have lasted longer than that. Okay. That means, I think they call them the tights. That means tights in the UK. All right. I have pairs of tights that have lasted longer than 18 months. So I don't even want to hear the word Duchess anymore. But if you're People Magazine, or you're one of these outlets that are just so desperate for a moment of their time, you're going to continue to pander, and good luck. Enjoy. Agree with me, disagree with me, let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with a friend. If you're not subscribed, you got to subscribe. It's almost 100,000. I mean, we could fill up a stadium. That's a party I'm ready to have. Let me know what your thoughts are on this story in the comments below, because I haven't really seen a lot of people discussing this, because it was buried in the story, I believe, about race baiting. I've seen it buried in a couple of different stories. So anyway, let me know what your thoughts are, and I look forward to reading them. Thanks, everyone. I'm Kinsey Schofield.